Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 38 of this Tennis Manager 2022 save. I am the Custard Prophet and we're back here at the Death Tennis Academy as always. I've just finished watching the England match and sadly England have been knocked out of the World Cup yet again at the quarterfinal stages. But I think I would like to say a couple of things about that. I think I've been watching England for a long time, and first game I can remember in terms of World Cup games was the 1990 World Cup in Italy, and yeah, that was one of our most successful tournaments, getting knocked out in the semi-finals against West Germany. It was a deflective free kick that did it, but we played very well in that game and probably deserved to maybe get a little bit more. But since that time, it's been a lot of toil and struggle as an England fan. We have turned up in tournaments and not really turned up as a team and played poorly and never really looked like a team that's actually going to win the thing. This year, though, we genuinely look like contenders. And in that match against the best side left in the tournament, let's be honest, they're better than the Argentinians. The French side are awesome, even with the injuries they've got. Mbappe, he's a world-class player, but throughout the team there are some great players in there. England bossed the game, not right at the start, but certainly in the second half England bossed the game. The French were struggling and they got out of jail on that game. They didn't deserve to get through it, but they did. They did what champions do. They play poorly. I don't even know if they played poorly. I think England didn't let them play. Mbappe was silenced in the game. Hardly saw him at all. And France got through it with a couple of goals and a bit of an unfortunateness for England. Kane missing the penalty, but wow, what a performance! And I'm super excited to see what this side can do in 2 years' time now, because this is 3 tournaments in a row where we've gone deep, but each time we have started to look better and better and better. And I think we have to have a tournament win very soon. That's off topic, and we'll get back to tennis now. But yeah, it's exciting. So in terms of tennis, Shaunetta, we're coming back for the very next tournament because Shaunetta has done very well and has got her first chance to win one of the in terms of tennis, we're coming back, and we are coming back here straight after the last tournament because Shaunetta has got all the way to the final in a WTA event. She's never won one of these before, so it's a historic event if we can manage it. So let's go and watch this. She hopefully will be able to get this done. Just to highlight how Georgiana's been getting on in a Junior 200 event, she got all the way to the semi-finals, did very well. In the last tournament, it's a Junior 300 event. She didn't quite do that well. In again another tournament in Spain, got to the last 16, but didn't get any further. But Shaunetta is doing well, and we'll just have a quick look at where she is. So this is the tournament she's in. She's in Canberra in Australia, and you've got to say she has done incredibly well to get through this far. So you can see beat a qualifier in the first round, which you'd expect her to do. 6-4, 6-4, did well. Daria Kryshkova, but then beat the incredibly named Hurricane Black from the USA, 6-4, 6-2, who was ranked much lower than she was. Followed that up with a win over the 4th seed in 3 sets in the quarterfinals, 6-3, 6-7, 7-5, and she got very close to winning that 3rd set, and then beat Hannah Chang, another American who's again ranked higher up than her. Lost the 1st set and then won the second 2 sets there to win it outright. And she'll be playing Erika Oosterhout, who's 482nd in the world, 7th seed in this tournament, and who has played quite well throughout, although she did struggle a little bit in the quarterfinals. So today we're going to go up against Erika and we'll see how things go. Fingers crossed Shaunetta can get her first WTA win. So this is Erica. She is in excellent form. She's got a good record on clay, which is a worry. She plays as a tactician, so she's got good tactical skills. Weakness is confidence and killer instinct. So that might be good if we go ahead early, but I worry if we don't, whether that will cause us some problems. You can see she's picked up some wins fairly recently. We don't know an awful lot about her in terms of her attributes, but you can see she may have a few in the tens. But I think we look better than this, to be perfectly honest. It's hard to say exactly, but I think we are probably better than she is in terms of just looking neat at attributes. Let's see how we do. It would be awesome to get our first win in a WTA event. That would be massive. Right, here we go. Fingers crossed we can come out with something good here. Well, we are 1-1. Shaunetta is 15-40 up against this player. Wow, that was at the complete corner of the baseline. That is absolute amazing shot. She's coming to the net. Oh, and Shaunetta puts it straight into the net. That's a shame. She would have beaten her, I reckon, if she'd have got that over. Another chance, though, at 1-1. Here she goes. Shaunetta's going for it. And she puts it straight on the line. No, she didn't. Apparently that was out. Don't necessarily believe that. Another advantage here. I think Shaunetta probably deserved that. That looked out, looked wide. Well, frustratingly, we are now an advantage down, but Shaunetta has done everything she could do to win that game in the previous one. Didn't quite manage it, though. Another chance for Erica here. The American pushing Shaunetta on her own serves. There we go. Nicely done. Come on, push through now. She did. And it's 2-2, and it's another break opportunity. Shaunetta is working the American hard as the American is working Shaunetta. It's an interesting match so far. No one's broken yet, but Shaunetta is trying to make her work hard, and there's just wide. It's deuce again. Well, after that, we've gone all the way to the tie break. Let's see what happens here. I think Shaunetta feels like this is Shaunetta's to lose, but who knows? Well, my thoughts were right. 6-2 up Shaunetta is in this tie break, and well, 6-3 now. Another chance here. Just put her. Shaunetta's come in. Oh, into the net. What a disaster. And all of a sudden, this could be it. 6-4. And she's gone long with it. Wow. I mean, oh, I can barely believe this. Shaunetta, such a chance here, and she's completely given it back to her. Although, here we go, 7-6, there it is. And after losing a bunch of points on her own serve there, we just about got over the line. So, 7-6 won the first set. Let's have a look at the tactics and see if we can change things up a little bit. So, we've looked to push the opponent back on defensive tactics, just as a slight change. That seemed to be an area that the coach was saying might be a bit of a problem. But let's see if we can come back and maybe win through this in straight sets. Maybe there's a chance here. 1-love up, 15-40 of. Could Shaunetta get an early break? Well, she has, and made the most of it. 2-love up. Oh wow, 4-1 up, 15-40 up. The first set was hard. This set, she's barely had to do anything. There we go. Lovely volley. We're 5-1 up and just going to have to cruise in for the win, you'd think. 40-15. This should be it, and we get our first WTA win. That would be a massive, massive thing. Shaunetta comes in. I thought she caught the line. She didn't. She's got to go again. And there we go. Couldn't get the return over the net. Shaunetta wins 7-6, 6-1. Huge victory. That's going to do a massive amount for her ranking as well. Let's not forget that. And Shaunetta wins this W2 or W25 event. It's not a big one, but yeah, surely that's going to push us on. So it's not done an awful lot. Shaunetta's moved up to a few places to 552nd in the world. I'm not really a bit surprised about that, but it is a victory, and that's the key thing for me. At a higher level event than she's been at previously, so it's not the 15 event, it's the 25 event. So she needs to start working her way up now and seeing how she gets on. But some great results here. And we will see what all this means. I think it's brilliant that Shaunetta is able to do that. Anyway, folks, I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll come back next time. Not entirely sure where, but hopefully Shaunetta will be pushing forward into that top 500, because that is the big goal for the season. And also remember, we need to get at least qualifying for one of the Grand Slam events, but we will see whether we can manage that. I imagine if we don't, but we do everything else, it's probably going to be okay, but we'll see. Anyway, folks, see you then. Bye bye.